Hi guys, Mark Gilliard here for AIM Country Music Television. Welcome to my new favorite song and my guest, Canadian inspirational country artist Amanda Hagel. Known for heartfelt songwriting and empowering messages, Amanda has built a career creating music that inspires listeners and celebrates resilience. Amanda is here today to talk about her uplifting single, Built That Way. So let's welcome Amanda Hagel to the program to talk about what might just be your new favorite song. Amanda, welcome to the show.
Hey, Mark, how are you doing? Great to be here.
Very well. I'm glad to have you. I really would like to just get right to it. Your music isn't new around here. We played These Roots. We played Be the Light. But this is our first chance to get a peek at the artist behind the songs. So I think it'd be great if you just take a few minutes and just tell us, what we should know about you. How did you get started and what are you up to right now? And, what goals are you pressing toward?
All right. Well, I'll try to keep it short. The
All right, take
backstory
as much time
behind.
as you need.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, music for me, Mark, has always been it's one of those things that I always tell people that, the music, I didn't pursue the music, it was the other way around. The music pursued me. From a young age, I was always drawn to music. And I grew up in a family of nine. I was the youngest of nine kids in a part of the prairies in Canada that, was a small farm, faith-based family. So, we were surrounded by music all the time on Sundays and church choirs and things like that. And community, we had lots of programming, community events that I sang at. And constantly being surrounded by music at home. So, I grew up with this beautiful environment to be able to hone my skills as an artist. And at that time, it was just fun to play guitar and sing and try to be like my older brothers and sisters who were in bands together as well and things like that. So I was constantly surrounded by it. As I got older, I just decided that, at one point I was just going to go for it. I was going to start recording music and start creating my own niche as far as, what I wanted to say to the world. And it's just snowballed from there. It's been such a beautiful experience and adventure to see the art unfold, to see, me as a person. I think, I've been on this beautiful spiritual journey for a lot of years, and that really comes through in the music I create now. And it's amazing. It's been such a gift to just share that with the world and be of service to the world as an artist. So been an exciting journey.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I've listened to a lot of your music over the last week or so, and you span a pretty wide range. You even have a cover on YouTube of Bon Jovi's "Living on a Prayer." Still, and it actually comes out feeling like a country song. You did a really good job on it.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Well, you have several songs out there that are, just out and out inspirational. So, how would you describe your music to like a new potential fan, or what are they going to hear?
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned inspirational. I coined myself an inspirational country music artist. And for a lot of people, it's like, well, what does that really mean? And I never really, I know labels are one of those things. Of course, I loved country music growing up. I grew up in an era in the 90s, right? So, I got the exposure of all the 90s country at that time, which was incredible. The artists that came out of that era were just incredible. So, loved country music, but inspirational to me is kind of a tie-in to my, like I mentioned, my own spiritual journey, my faith. Inspiration, the root word is spirit. And so I feel like I channel, the essence of my spirit in the music kind of comes through. And, it's very heartfelt. I'm always expressing, those messages from my heart. And, that comes through, I think, with every song I've done, even the covers. I try to bring the essence of the beauty of the song and the craftsmanship of the writing in all the cover songs I've done. We try to just, we're not trying to make it our own. We're just trying to bring something new to the audience that basically evokes emotion. I mean, I'm all about connection, so for anybody who's never heard, obviously, of my music and wants to check it out, I hope that you feel something. I'm sure you will as you listen to the catalog of music that we've created over the last decade. I'm quite proud of it. It's quite an amazing catalog for sure.
And rightly so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I do think you really do a good job of taking the inspirational themes and then blending it in with the country storytelling. So how did you shape your identity as an artist? Like who do you think is like your biggest influence that you could say I want my music to sound like this because of this artist?
That's a good question. And the first artist that comes to mind, again, I grew up in that era, as I mentioned, of 90s and early 2000s. So there's a lot of really powerful female artists at that time. And I became a fan, a member of the fan club of Martina McBride back in the day. And Martina, for me, was, not only did she have this incredible, powerful voice, I saw her in concert a couple times as a kid, and I was just blown away. She did a rendition of Amazing Grace just a cappella at one of her shows, and I'll never forget it. It was one of those surreal moments, right? But she always, she was an artist that kind of chose songs that had such a powerful and impactful message. And that really stuck with me, right? That she kind of at times would stick her neck out to just for a cause, right? For a certain message that she wanted the world to hear. And I always respected her so much as an artist. And so I think indirectly, I kind of aspired to write music that really had that impact. She was a huge influence and still is today. I mean, she's a timeless artist. She's still going strong, and I hope to see her again someday back in concert. Sure. Yeah.
That would be pretty great. Yeah. Well, you're here today to talk about your song "Built That Way." What inspired "Built That Way," and what do you hope listeners take away from it?
Oh, Built That Way is, it was such an interesting, as an artist and as a songwriter, it's always interesting to see how songs come to life. And I always say there's a divine timing in when they're meant to be released into the world. And I just kind of surrender to that. As a writer, it's like, are you working on new songs? Yeah, probably. There's going to be a new Yeah, yeah, in the middle of the night or when I'm driving in my car, or, you never know, right? This song came a couple years before its release, actually. And I didn't really know at the time why I wrote it. And again, I like to give my interpretation, but for the audience, everybody takes away their own unique interpretation of it, which I love. That's what I love about music. They can make it their own, and relate it to their lives in their own way. But Built That Way was a song that I wrote because I wanted to kind of not only bring forth the message that we are so much more than human, that we have this essence of this spark of the divine within us, and it's such a powerful thing to remember and to awaken to in your life. And for me, that was a big part of my journey. Once I discovered that and I really started to live from that place, that part of myself, the magic of life just began to unfold, and the miracle of life began to unfold. And I think that we all are on our own unique journey, and we need to just recognize that. So when I released it, it was right around the time that technology was becoming, AI and everything was being introduced into the world, right? And so a big part of that message I realized with this song was that we need to remember that essence of that spark of that divinity within us, because technology is here to stay. And we always need to remember that we need to navigate that line between artificial and real very carefully. And this is a huge topic and I won't get too far into it, but that was basically, I think, why this song came out now. And now it'll be in the world and it'll serve its purpose and reach those that are meant to hear it. But I hope you enjoy it. It's got such an amazing energy to it. It's very uplifting, and it's great to listen on repeat. Lots of people have been telling me, "Oh, I've got it on repeat," right? So but it's a very inspirational song. It's very uplifting, and yeah, I just hope that people, maybe that does spark that little bit of awakening in them to say, "Oh, you know what? I got to remember that, where I've really come from, who I really am." Right? That's important.
Yeah. Well, I think it's funny because what I was thinking as you were talking there was that I had listened to it like 2 or 3 times in a row preparing just to because I wasn't familiar. I'd heard the song,
Yeah.
but wasn't really familiar. I hadn't really listened.
Yeah.
And if you listen to this song a couple of times, you're going to find yourself humming it. You're going to have like I don't know what you call it, but that little transition phrase you have when you go to the chorus, where
Yeah.
it just kind of builds and then you hit that chorus. It's just so strong. Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Well,
Thanks for.
I think it's time to play it. How about you?
Sure, let's do it.
All right. You're watching Amanda Hagel's video for Built That Way here on In Country Music Television.
Souls unite, a sacred moment that created the miracle of life, not by just chance, of a grander plan. I had to awaken to understand just who I am. I am built to walk in a step I take. I spread the light every day with the faith that moves mountains, standing strong even when the ground shakes. I am built in the image of the one true love, with the power of unconditional love, to be fearless and follow a heart divinely made. I am built that way. This part unseen, living inside of me, through hands of creation, a spark released. Oh, now I believe I am built to walk in each step I take. I spread the light every day with the faith that moves mountains, standing strong even when the ground shakes. I am built in the image of the one true love, with the power of unconditional love, to be fearless and follow a heart divinely made. I am built that way. The greatest thing I've come to realize is that there's way more to me than meets the eye. I am built to walk each step I take. I spread the light every day with the faith that moves mountains, standing strong. So let the ground shake. Whoa, I am built in the image of the one true love, with the power of unconditional love, to be fearless and follow a heart divinely made. I am built that way. Yeah, I'm built that way.
Wow, that song has such an encouraging message. I think people can really, use songs like this today. It just seems like the kind of thing that gets in your spirit.
Yeah, thank you for that. I agree with you. And it's important to have that balance in your music where, there's just songs sometimes that just make you smile and make you dance. But I think my calling as an artist, for the most part, has been to deliver messages that really have an impact and a lasting impact in the world. And it's a privilege to do what I do. And like I said, I don't know what the next big song is going to be and what I'm going to write, but I've got some ideas brewing, but we'll see what happens. It's just, this is built that way is now, right? 2026. This is the big theme and the big message. Yeah.
Exactly. And I challenge all you guys to listen to it a couple more times after this show's over,
Yeah.
and get back with me. Let me know, because I did find myself humming along with it. So see what you guys get.
Right on.
So have you added this song to your live shows?
This we're going to be doing a festival right away here in the next couple weeks, and this will be our maiden voyage for this song. I've sang it acoustically once or twice, but never as a band. So I'm excited to perform it live. And it's always fun when you bring a new song into the set list. It takes a little bit of our interpretation live, of course, is slightly different than the recording, but I think we've done a really nice job of bringing, again, that positive, uplifting energy into the song. We've got a cool 4-piece kind of acoustic style band for the show, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun to play it live. I'm always a little nervous though, because the first couple of times you sing a new song, you want people to enjoy it. So vocally, it's when you listen to the song, obviously you heard it. It's a challenge.
Yeah.
It's different. It's
Well,
different
and it's
when
a
you're in the
lively little song.
studio. Oh, I know, right? Yeah. I realize now we probably should have put an instrumental in there somewhere because I don't get much of a chance to breathe.
Breathe a little.
Yeah, yeah. Oh
I
man.
love it. I love it. Well, you're based in Canada. I don't know much about Canada's country music scene. Are there lots of clubs or other venues for you to practice the art?
Yeah, yeah. We've got, we're a big country, right? So we're quite spread out as a population, but even within my own, neck of the woods, within a radius of, a few hundred miles, we've got a lot of great festival venues. So seasonally, the summer is a big time for us as artists to go out and play at a lot of different places, from small towns to big cities. But we've got a lot of really nice venues in every city's got a beautiful, theater style venue. So the opportunities here are pretty good. Of course, not like the U.S. I mean, the population's not quite the same, but country music is going strong in Canada for sure. We've got a great network of people and a great audience. I mean, they're a beautiful audience to play for. So we continue to try to expand and get out there as far as we can. And happy to be here on In Country today and just talking about the music, meeting all of you. So,
Yeah, we'll have to get you down here to the States and do a
oh
little
man,
tour sometime.
that would be awesome.
Yeah, I saw you also have some fitness videos on Facebook we might want to mention. Looks like you could turn that into a second vocation. Is that strictly hobby or is that something where you kind of teach, train? What is that?
Yeah, I'm glad you saw those. I started putting out what would I call Workout Wednesday videos every week, and it's going to be 3 years in August that I started doing that. Um, but actually, I'm a personal trainer by day. I run my own small business. Yeah, it's a good way not only to supplement income and obviously make a solid stable foundational living as an artist. I can create my own schedule, which is awesome. But it's also for me, it's not only having balance in my own life, because obviously taking care of my vessel and my wellness, I can be the best artist and the highest version of myself in the art. And I found that marrying is so beautiful. But going online and actually, putting out these little videos, it's been really cool because I've been able to inspire, I think, people in another way. And I really, in the beginning, I was only doing it just for fun because I have so much knowledge. I've been in the industry for a lot of years, and I just find them fun to make. Anyways, I've had lots of private messages from people saying, "Oh, thanks so much for these videos. They're helping me learn, different exercises, but they're also keeping me motivated." So, I mean, obviously, you could check those out on social media. I put those out every single week, and
Are
they're a
they
lot of
just
fun.
Facebook or are they other places?
No, I'm on Facebook and Instagram, TikTok, X. So I've got them on all those major platforms. I put them on. Yeah, yeah.
Well, this has been delightful, but this brings up another thing. We need to wrap it up. So before I
Okay.
let you sneak out of here, tell us where to find you online, on stage, and where we can buy or listen to all your music.
Yeah, for sure. So I've got a great website, www.amandahagel.com. You can go there and you could find, all the backstories, all the online merch stores, all that stuff, music links, all that good stuff. And then social media. Yeah. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, or X, you can find me there. Just type in Amanda Hagel music and you'll find me. And I'd love to connect. I always love to connect with people, anywhere in the world. And YouTube, actually, I should mention too. I've got 40 plus videos on there. So if you want an experience going down into a deeper kind of connection with the music visually, I love creating visual art. So we've got amazing videos. I put a lot into my videos. So go check that out. Amanda Hagel on YouTube. Yeah.
And a lot of really good covers there too. That's where I saw the Living on a
Yeah.
Prayer, and I think
Perfect.
Alone by Heart is on there, which
Oh man, that's a big song.
had a little banjo going, which
Oh yeah.
it
Always a
took a
little bit of
unique turn.
banjo.
And it sounds really good. I mean, that's a tough song to sing to start with, and it came out pretty good.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. That was a big deal, that one. But anyway, I tried to, again, not make it my own, but just put a little country spin on it, which is cool.
It is very cool.
Yeah, right
Well,
on.
thank you so much for joining me today, Amanda.
Thanks, Mark. It was a pleasure to be here and hi to your audience. And I hope to see you again sometime. Maybe we can reconnect at another date with another song. Who knows?
Exactly. We look forward to it.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Amanda Hagel. So, what do you guys think? Is Built That Way going to be your new favorite song? This has been Mark Gilliam for AIM Country Music Television. Thank you so much for watching.